Woody Productions are up and running, and we all know that Tig Traeger likes playing with monsters, so maybe Skankenstein was his creation. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment here for Sons of Anarchy, Season 7, Episode 3. This one is called Playing with Monsters.
Are you suggesting, brother, that Venus Van Dam is a monster?
Yeah, I'm suggesting that Tig has done a lot of questionable shit in his life and his sex life.
Absolutely, there is no two ways about it. Things are getting crazy here in California. Blood is hitting the streets. Mayans, Niners, East Dubs, black, brown, yellow, white, shite. They're all a big mix on the west coast of California, baby. Everyone's colliding, but you know what? We begin. Jack still has to make his money. Skankenstein lives. Surprised Unser wasn't this one, but Unser was talking to Juice, wasn't he, after this porn shoot, because basically, Juice wants Unser, right, to deliver chips to him on a silver platter, but Unser wants information to do with Tara, and Juice gives him information to do with Tara. Little did Unser know, Juice could have gave him the whole cut. He could have gave him everything.
Yeah, Unser wants some information, but Juice has got the he's got the full script.
What happens if Juice tells Unser everything here?
Juice Woody Productions could
would Unser have covered it up? What do you think Unser does?
It's a tough one. Like,
does he go to Gemma and then Gemma kills him?
Honestly, man, I think with Unser, and I think with his love for Gemma, I actually do think he may have tried to cover it up. Like, I think he would have wanted to get some form of justice for Tara, but I just do not see Unser handing over Gemma to the police to do a life sentence.
No.
I just don't see that.
No, I mean, obviously later on in the show, things do take a turn for the worse from this storyline, but at this point, I think Unser, he would have went to Gemma first, and I think Gemma would have probably killed him.
Or manipulated him.
Nice, something. We do see later on, Unser does go to
Or
Jari.
tied him up in a bathtub.
Bound and gagged. But he goes to Jari and points out it was the Chinese. She's like, who was this? He's like, anonymous tip. So he's not giving her much information here about who was it, but
Jari's not a very good... well, is she really an antagonist? Probably not, but you go from Unser and David Hale to...
She's a corrupt cop.
No, she
Unser
is.
never took money.
Unser's right. He was never on the payroll.
I was never on anyone's dime,
maybe he did some questionable shit, but I actually think Unser genuinely believed that every decision he made was for Charmin. Yeah. The benefit of Charmin.
Thought we don't shit where we eat.
But we see straight away that Jari's just on the block and already she's taking money.
And what gets Jari to take money? So let's talk about this storyline that did nothing for me. Sandy's dad gets punched by Gemma, then he pimp slaps her, and then Nero brawls with him because I want money from my whore daughter. Oh, he has a problem with my lifestyle till he wants money. We don't actually know what's happening here, right? Does Sandy owe her dad money? Does Gemma have the right to punch him? No, but
I think I don't care if you're a woman or not. I don't think you can hit somebody and then play the victim if you get hit back.
No, but obviously Nero's point of view, he's seen him hitting Gemma.
Yeah, I think that should have been the end of it, though. I don't think Jax had to... Although, I think Jax did it more because Abel seen it and he was just pissed off.
I think Jax did it because he's just fucking wanting to batter and kill
people.
But
do you not think this guy got beat up by
Nero enough? Aye.
Well, I mean, a few punches, like, but still, you know, it's like, I just don't get it. I mean, Gemma's the one that physically assaulted this guy first. But another thing, it's like, he does seem like a drunk or whatnot, right? And who knows, probably did want money off his daughter for alcohol or whatever. But, or maybe he runs up debts, I don't know, gambling, who knows. But it's like, she says he's got an issue with what I do, an issue with how I make my money. What father wouldn't?
Yeah, like the guy can be a drunk or a druggie, but he should have an issue.
No, but like, you know, like let's say your daughter has like you know, she's got like a really good profession or something like that, or let's say she's a nurse like Tara, right? Tara's father could turn up at the hospital and maybe like behind the window or whatever, watch her perform an operation or save little Abel. And you've got Tara like saving lives, and her father can maybe watch her do that, watch her at work and be proud. What guy's turning up to watch his fucking daughter at work when she's in this line of work?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
So you can pretend Nero's a great guy, is he? As Roosevelt
Well,
said, you're profiting off the low self-esteem of women.
Yeah, but
And
you know,
Nero is like, shut up, bitch.
yeah, but it's not like Nero's forcing anybody into that life. I don't think you can pass the buck on to Nero.
No, you can't. I mean, Nero's entitled to make a dime, but...
But he's making a dime just like her.
Yeah.
He's making a dime just like
And
them.
then she's like, Daddy, I'm sorry. It's like, fuck up. No, why'd you make a big deal of it? Just give him the fucking money.
One
then.
minute he's an arsehole, then he gets punched in the nose and she's making it like he's dying.
This brings Jari to town, and she basically, Jax chibs Nero. No one insinuates we're going to pay you off here. She's the one that insinuates it.
Yeah, she basically asked for her.
I'll look the other way here. Hopefully we can keep Charming profitable and, you know, all that good stuff. And then she walks out, and Chib's like, Glaswegian humping. And Nero's like, I don't understand what that means. And Jack's like, I do. And the scene kind of just fucking ends. It's like, yeah, some good shit. But I never rated Jari. Just, yo, is she bad? No. But is she like the most 5 out of 10 character you could probably fucking get? Yes.
Yeah, not a horrible character, but not a good character.
Yeah, it's like...
Not a memorable character.
No.
It doesn't ruin scenes or nothing like that, you know. It doesn't ruin the show or the season or anything like that, but doesn't add anything either. I don't think we're ever going to get a scene with Jari in it, and you're like, "Whoa, that scene stole the episode or something." You know, you're never going to get that.
No, you know, you never will get that. We do see Henry
Let's
Lin.
say, for example, we used to do an MVP award.
She wouldn't be getting any of them.
Yeah,
No, not a fucking chance.
I doubt she's got any quote of the episodes in her either.
No, definitely not. But we see Henry Lin's number 2. He rocks up. He reveals they went to the location. There was only one guy there, and there was a kilo of heroin. But SAMCRO think he's lying about the one body. So this prompts him to tell Bobby to reach out to Jury and see what happened to the one body. Hey, Bobby and Jury phone each other here, and this is the last time they'll ever talk because they'll be dead soon.
You know what, man? Jury must be biting his tongue on the phone.
Yeah.
He must be wanting to call it SAMCRO.
Listen
Come on.
here, fat Elvis, you fat bastard. You killed my boy.
Ho, ho, ho.
I'm pretty sure it was Bobby was the one that shot his son.
Probably, you know what? Jury didn't deserve to go out the way that he did.
He didn't. I'm looking forward to that episode though.
But you know, like Jax knows nothing. SAMCRO know nothing about those two kids, and they've killed them. And now I get it, they're already dead, but it's not. They even go further than that. You know, they paint a pictures to help their own story, and like, as if they were two of the Nazis or whatever, two Peckerwoods.
Yeah, but that's the whole reason they killed them. It would be worse if they killed them.
No, I know, but it's like not only killing someone, but then you're ruining their reputation.
No, true, I get that. But,
No, but that'd be like you killing someone and then you're like, he was a pedo to justify it, and the guy wasn't. You know, not only you taking his life, you'll then ruin his fucking reputation.
Yeah, but what they actually did, what happened though? They took down the Chinese and took their heroin. You know what I mean though?
But that doesn't mean they're like fucking, Adolf Hitler's second in command.
But Jax, did he say that? Did he say they were neo-Nazis?
I'm pretty sure. I'm confident that he said that.
Fair enough. Anyway, the opposite of neo-Nazis arrive. It's not Anne Frank, it's August Marks. So he rocks up and he's like, right, why is the Chinese here? Jax lies to him and he's like, come on, buddy, I have no remorse killing you or any of the sons. And once he says this, I think it's like, right, business time here, Jackie boy. You need... No, I made a theory the other day on this. Do you not think, considering how much Jax went out of his way to set up August Marks, Marks should have threw him a bit of leeway about Tara and going after the killer? Like, fuck, Jax gave Marks the golden fucking ticket, and Marks is treating him like he's a fucking jobber or one-niner.
But see, that's probably because he's used to treating the Niners like that, and now he just thinks that he can treat everyone like that.
You know what I mean, though? I believe when the truth comes out, Marks does say to Jax, if you came to me, we could have dealt with it, but you didn't. And Jax is like, no, if I came to you, you would have kept an eye on me and kept me on a leash. You can kind of see both points to it, can't you? Either way, like, it doesn't go according to plan, does it?
No.
But what they want to do here is Jax goes to the Niners. They try and get Tyler on board. He's like, right, I'll get on board if you wipe out a couple of rogue members. Jax, right, here's 1 kilo of heroin. You get the other kilo when we know you're on board with us. So we then meet 3 guys. I believe one of them was called Chester. And basically the Suns killed him, right? I actually thought the guy that was speaking in the suit jacket looked pretty interesting.
Yeah, so this guy's trying to do a breakaway, I guess, set up his own little crew from the Niners. He's breaking away from Tyler. But, alright, so they lure them to this factory where they say the guns are. I believe the guns actually are there, but these three never get to use them because they get gunned down. Oh, pun intended. And then after that, you think maybe that's just it. But then Tyler goes, nah, wait, there's another, there's a crew I'm not sure about. They're maybe trying to, break away. There's a few guys. So Jack says, right, well, get somebody you trust and tell them to put the word out that there's a meeting. So basically, anyone that's maybe on the fence or not convinced, right, they go to this meeting, and then later on, we see Nero and a bunch of Mayans wipe them out. But it's like,
Tyler's just greenlit a third of his crew to get wiped out.
That didn't make any sense to me, right? This would be like when there was a bit of a split in the Suns and, Jax was pulling away for Clay, and it's like, you had people on Team Clay and you had people on Team Jax.
Yeah.
This would be like, and see these people that went to this meet, you don't even know if they were gonna like walk away from Tyler or join up with this new crew.
Does it show you
they could have just been going to hear the guy out, hear what he had to say.
Does
what
it
he had
show
to
the
offer.
Suns are more about brotherhood and the one Niners are literally just gangbangers trying to get rich? I mean, Tyler basically sold out a lot of his members here so he could get a couple of kilos off the Suns because they made it look like they were the ones that attacked the Mayan ship.
This would be like Bobby when he says, or Jax when they say I'm going nomad.
Yeah.
And then Jax is like, you know what? I think a couple more of my guys are going to go nomad.
And then they get wiped out.
And let's say a couple of people, someone could be going to speak to Bobby and say, here, Bobby, it's a bad idea. Don't believe in SAMCRO. You can't be going nomad. Being nomad is a bad idea. Someone could turn up to meet Bobby to try and talk him out of it, and they get gunned down. I mean, we don't know what these Niners' plan was. And even if they did break away, it doesn't mean, why do they have to be directly against Tyler? Maybe they just don't think Tyler's...
I guess Marks did demand that they shut it down, but...
Maybe Tyler's just, not running things the way they like.
I did like the scene, though, between Borowski and Oscar... Borowski? Borowski? What is Borowski?
No, yeah, but let's...
Borowski and Oscar Ramos, he says something along the lines, see, that's what happens when it's like being my friend. He's like, you beaner should take note of that. I don't know, fuck, that was great.
But it just doesn't really make much sense to me. It's like maybe there's a couple of Niners that don't like the way they're currently being run, and they feel like they're like some sort of like little subgroup for August Marks. They might feel like they're August Marks' little bitches, and they think the Niners could do better, and then they maybe meet up to discuss some possibilities, and they get wiped out. That's supposed to be a big hit.
No, it was a big hit. You've got Nero and the Niners bouncing out 100 mile an hour, gangster music blasting, boom, boom, boom.
Like you said, maybe the Brotherhood and the Niners
is non-existent.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense. I think the way the show's portrayed, it kind of is like that. Like, I feel like when I feel like when you're part of a club, you're not as expendable as, like, the Niners or the Triads.
True, like... SAMCRO actually does feel like a brotherhood, it feels like something that you're sworn into. You kind of are, isn't it?
Yeah, no, you are.
It does feel like your family. The Niners literally just feels like a gang.
Aye.
And gangs can split up, gangs can cut you off. Like, the Suns does feel like a pact for life.
It does. And speaking of that pact
for life... It's like getting married, isn't it?
Yeah, Chibs meets Unser in a diner. Chibs like, what the fuck's going on here? Juicen appears. Juicen is like,
only death shall free us.
Yeah, I had him at gunpoint. Oh, Unser. And then Juice basically wants away back in. And Chibs is like,
take that gun and turn it around 180.
And no, but Juice is on the edge of his seat. He's like, yes, Chibs is giving me a way back in here.
Then he realises, I
didn't mean to hurt the club, brother. And then he walks out. Chibs tries to go after him. Unser says, no, there's a dozen badges between you and the door, Scotty. Unser says he's lost, son. He's like, Chibs then says, I know. That's why he's got to go away, bro. It's kind of sad because Chibs does care about him. Doesn't he, though?
Yep, no, definitely.
And I don't think they dropped the ball, but remember that deleted scene in season 3 where like just looked after Chibs' family and Chibs was like, oh, thank you. They should have kept that in.
Do you think Chibs could have maybe set up a transfer to Sam Bell, or would that not have worked? Aye.
No, I think it's too much. I think Chibs is very by the book.
Or do you think that Juice is a liability, that if Chibs was going to spare Juice, he would just have to... Do you think Chibs is willing to spare Juice, but he has to leave the club? He can't be affiliated in any way? Or do you think Chibs believes in Mr. Mayhem for Juice? Or do you think Chibs is more open to, right, just let him go, but he's done, he's finished?
I don't think he necessarily wants him dead, but you can clearly see that Juice is fucked in the head and doesn't want to leave. And therefore, the only way out for him probably is a bullet.
Do you think Chibs is kind of like maybe trying to put him out of his misery?
Yes, I think that's why he told him to do it himself, because he didn't want to do it himself.
Because if maybe Jack says his way, he'll...
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a pretty sad scene. What will happen with Juice? We'll see later on. Later on in the episode...
You know what, Juice... I know he's made some bad decisions, right? And obviously... But he doesn't strike me as a bad person. I mean, I know he killed Miles.
It spiraled out of control.
I know he killed Miles. I mean, all this because his fucking dad was black.
Your birth certificate.
What does it say on the birth certificate?
Nada. I don't have one.
You tell Roosevelt to suck your daddy's big black cock.
Well, all over.
I wonder what would have happened if just told Tig to do that.
Probably would have fucking done it.
Where is it?
Anyway, I mean,
whip it out.
Unser and Wendy drive Juice out of town. They get him into a hotel room. Brilliant. And then the episode pretty much ends. Well, we got Jarry and Chibs all talking about their scars, and he's like, "Oh, Chibs, it's Scottish slang for street blade. This relationship does nothing for me, but I guess why it needs to be done. Fleshes out Chibs a wee bit more."
No, it does. Chibs a bit of a love life here.
And he's like, oh, $2,000 is enough? Absolutely. But he points out the fact that the APB for Juice would be pointless and that they're fine with the Chinese.
Yeah, do you not think there's a lack of relationships in Sons of Anarchy? Outside of the existing ones that exist when the show begins?
Tig and Van Damme.
Well, I mean, I didn't
One of a kind.
I know that one, like, but that's not really that one doesn't really interest me.
I know there is, but it's one of those lives where you don't really want it to happen, do you?
Are they just more interested in crow eaters and stuff like that?
Aye.
They're not
I mean, look at fucking Happy. Was he going to settle down and have kids?
Do you think he'd get a tattoo for a kid?
Probably, right? Anyway, I mean, the episode pretty much ends with we've got a montage of the
SOA special.
No, the Grim Bastards essentially pretending to be August Marks' like hitter squads. They're wiping out all the triads like brothels.
Yeah, they're taking out
Tell August Marks you don't give a shit, boy.
Yeah, they're taking out all the I guess the brothels,
all the money. When
the massage parlors,
whatever you want to call them, and then Gemma raps at the door. Oh, a forgiveness cake. He's like, oh, come in for a wee drink, and then Gemma steps to one side. Jax comes in, fucking bang, bang, bang. Doesn't actually kill the guy, but
fuck, who knows, man?
No, I know he doesn't, but I'm surprised he didn't
kill him.
Yeah, Jax is fucked at this point.
Can't kill somebody over that, man.
Oh fuck, because it hasn't stopped him killing people over fucking other pointless stuff. I guess it would be too hot. If this guy just literally disappeared after Nero, it wouldn't look good. Wouldn't it not?
No, but also, I mean, is it a case of because maybe Jax has already paid off Jarry, this is like a green light to do this? It just seems like this will draw more attention to the club, and that's the last thing they wanted.
No, it is, but I mean, that's pretty much the episode. You know, it is a pretty filler episode, but they are trying to build, like, this war up. You can't just have a war happen in an episode, so I totally respect that. I like the scene between Juice and Chibs and Unser, and some other stuff in there.
Yeah, you even had the orange bastards,
Grim bastards.
you even had the Grims like basically mocking like the Chinese women, saying that there's not enough meat on the bones and all this stuff. So you know,
again, some skinny ass hoes.
You know, it's a common trend in Sons of Anarchy. You always got these like different races and cultured groups hating on each other.
Yeah, it's entertaining. It's real. It keeps it fucking real. And you know what? Like, even though it's filler, right? Well, I don't think the episode's filler, but it's not quite the greatest. There's still a lot happening. A lot of plot points are moving forward. You know, Jury and Bobby on the phone. Juice. Jack's getting completely more unhinged. Jack's getting the Niners, shifting them away from Marks for the heel turn later on. The Mayans and the Chinese still pretty close. War brewing in California. I enjoyed it. I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. That's what I was going to go for. A fair rating. Not the greatest episode, but a good one. And
I just don't think
keeps the
Sons
stories
does
going.
bad episodes. I never watch a Sons episode and go, fuck, nothing happened. That was pointless. What was the point of watching that?
Yeah, like a lot of shows kind of, no, maybe not, maybe a lot is harsh, but you know, most shows have those kind of episodes where it's not necessarily bad, but I think a lot of shows have those kind of episodes where you're like, oh, it's this episode. You know, when you're rewatching it,
Yeah.
you know, there's maybe one that you want to skip. Like, I know a lot of people call it The Fly in Breaking Bad, which I personally don't think is that bad, but a lot of people, you know, basically say that episode is skippable. If you're rewatching it, skip that episode.
Well, it totally is a skippable episode, even though I enjoy it.
But with Sons, it's like, you're right, there's not really an episode where, like The Walking Dead, even in The Walking Dead, when we thought it was good, there is a few episodes that you could probably skip, isn't there?
Yeah.
Whereas-
I'd argue with a great television show you shouldn't be skipping. But of course there is on rewatch.
Anyway, that's it.
That's it, folks.
Don't be skipping our feds.
7 out of 10. Till then. Peace.